All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the PITTBROS podcast. Another special week this time because we actually have a guest.
The second guest ever.
In 9 weeks. No, 10th.
This is the 10th. Yeah, double-digit episode. You should put
Anniversary.
some kind of cool...
The anniversary episode.
It took 10 weeks. We actually stuck with it for 10 weeks. Because just to say we could, because we usually don't stick to anything.
Before I forget, speaking of sticking to things, today's podcast is brought to you by the fine people at POPGH.com. People in Pittsburgh getting hard.
Is it sticky? Is it very sticky?
It's very sticky.
If your keyboard gets sticky when you travel over to POPGH.com.
Everyone's getting hard over there.
They're going hard. They're getting hard. They're getting off.
It's a great site. And also Hater Magnet. Apparel,
I put a
apparel company.
I threw a shirt on for you.
HMAC. I sadly am representing the
Shouts out, Stick Up Stanley. He's probably on the laptop somewhere.
Yep. All right, and I guess we should introduce.
Introduce our guest.
We have a guest here today, so that's a little different than usual.
So what's your name?
I'm Corey.
And I'm
Pitt Cavish.
I'm Laser Jazer, and this is MrO2tha.
That was the most normal I've ever heard you say.
That's what we're gonna do normal this time.
Okay.
Throwing curveballs. I'm glad
Right.
this is a real fan. He watches. He watches. All right, you earned this.
Real journalism now.
Yeah. Wow.
No more jokes.
Yeah, we're being serious. Hard-hitting interview questions.
Okay.
We're gonna ask the real questions.
Yeah, we're getting down to the facts. We're gonna straight Fox News it tonight.
Oh yes. Who
That
shit
means
in the
we're
urinal? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
who shit in that urinal? I know it was you, boy.
It's the age-old question. Been there since the dawn of
All right. I got a story. That goes perfectly with that. When I was in elementary school, there was someone who did shit in said urinal. They shit in the urinal. I don't know how old it was. I don't know the identity of this shitter, but it happened. So then everyone would joke about it at school. So then I'm in the bathroom, and everyone's laughing, having a good time. We're all having a ball. You know, it's elementary school bathroom, and we're all boys. It's a great time.
I can only imagine how much fun you can have in a bathroom.
In a 7-year-old boy's bathroom. But I digress.
It's a priest like dream come true.
We're just having a ball because we're on bathroom break. But I digress. So we were talking about the shitter, the phantom poop, the who took a poop in the urinal. And I thought it would be funny to pantomime the motion. Like I went like, and I went like this in front of it. And, to add to the funniness of acting it out. The principal walked in.
Oh, no.
As I did that. And he goes,
It was you.
yes, I hope you weren't going to do what I think you were going to do. I said, no, I was just joking. And then he proceeded to interrogate me if you were
the phantom pooper.
He thought I was the phantom poop.
So you didn't get blamed for the poop, though?
No, ultimately, no. But
Did the mystery ever get solved?
I don't know.
He's still out there?
He could be at large to this day.
He's around 26 years old.
He's around 26 years old.
Still pooping in
male.
He's pooping in urinals forever. He made his mark. He watched me go down for his crime. I think it was all like some kind of like Saw put together plot. Like he had it all planned. Like I'm gonna shit in this urinal and then
get all the guys joking about it. I want to make sure JP pantomimes it
because he'll think it's hilarious.
And I put a note on the principal's desk. You need to check the shitter now.
At this time, it's all like cut together with magazine like letters. Come to the shitters on the second floor at 2:00.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
And with that, MrO2tha, would you like to introduce yourself here?
Yeah. I mean, you already did kind of.
Yeah,
for me.
We did. Give us a little background about yourself.
Background, generic background. I am. I don't even know. Like, I feel like Will Ferrell. I don't know. Like, what to do with my hands or my eyes.
I usually
just
sit on my...
I pretend like the camera's on here. I just make sure that my mouth is at the microphone,
all right.
but
All right.
I'll do whatever I want.
Well, I am actually from Greensburg, so obviously that's like not really close to the to Pittsburgh. It's like 40 minutes outside of Pittsburgh.
It's the other burg.
It is the other burg with no H at the end of it.
Yeah, it's true. That's
and
true.
Not real.
Point.
And I
Not a real.
I have been rapping for 11 years.
Wow.
And yeah, that's pretty much my life.
11 years.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
For all the ladies watching, I am taken. I'm married.
Wow.
So it's huge
Wow.
bummer for all the women watching. I know.
Yeah,
Wow.
ladies,
But,
ladies,
I feel like I'm behind in life.
But
close your legs, women. He's taken.
Right.
Sit down.
I am taken.
Listen, bitch.
Dry yourself.
Other than that, that's it. Really. I mean, that's generic. I gotta pick this up. Wow, I thought it was squishy. I was really hoping. It was squishy.
Yeah. Sometimes he makes it in. Sometimes he doesn't.
Okay.
He falls off the tables.
Okay.
Little old Spooderman.
Spooderman.
Okay. Well, that's me in a nutshell.
So,
Spooderman.
all right, so we're going to take this into our journalistic route here, or do we have any other things to go to?
Well, how did you start?
It has begun.
How
How
did I start?
Yeah,
rapping?
how did you get your start?
I was writing poems, and then they slowly turned into like songs without like a beat. Like when you just start writing, I don't know. That's how I did it when I was like 13, writing without a beat. And then my friend, who is still my best friend and music partner, whatever you want to call him, was over one day and he read it and he was like, "Dude, I write rhymes too." And then we just started rapping together, and then that was it. From then on, we're still doing it together.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Is there a lot of people? Is there like a scene for it in that area? I'm familiar with that area. I went to St. Vincent's for like 2 years, so I had to drive through Greensburg to get to Latrobe or 30, which is the worst fucking road in the world ever. Yeah. Oh god. But is there like a scene over there?
No, not at all. That's why I'm always trying to get involved with Pittsburgh stuff, because as far as a hip hop scene, there's nothing there. Nothing.
So I mean, there's not. This was easy. Is there a lot of other rappers out there?
No,
None at all.
I'm the only rapper from Greensburg that I know. I've never met anybody even from outside of Pittsburgh that I've toured. Like I've never met anybody from Irwin or Norwin or
Just that whole area.
the whole area of Westmoreland County.
Derry, Hempfield,
Latrobe. None of them.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. It's crazy because we used to do stuff out in Butler, and they had some people out that way, which is
Butler
a
had
little bit farther away.
Yeah,
They had a little bit of scene.
Surprisingly big scene for the country out there.
Yeah, and Afterthoughts from Butler.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I guess he kind
honestly,
of
that's where
it all kind of went around.
The closest
came around
would
him.
be McKeesport, which isn't really close.
No,
but once you
yeah.
get to McKeesport, other than that, like you have to either bring a Pittsburgh artist to Greensburg or go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Penn Hills, this isn't too far. I feel like it could be farther away if we're on like the other side.
Oh yeah.
We're on your side of the city at least.
Yeah, it was nice.
I used to work in like Murraysville and shit. I know it's you can get towards out that way. But that's cool. You hear a lot about people that have to commute out. Like it was hard for me. We're from originally the Brackenridge, Natrona Heights area down 28. Near New Kensington.
So we're about 25 minutes north of Pittsburgh.
And that even kind of sucks going to the south side, because the south side drive is more than 25 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's because there's no straight shot to the south side. You have to go through Pittsburgh to get to it, and there's always traffic to get there.
But I can only imagine having to make like an hour commute.
Yeah, it's terrible.
At least.
Any show that it is terrible. I hate it.
Like
but
those Newcastle shows we used to have to go to.
Yeah,
those
we
are like
did
an hour and 15-minute drive for us.
It's an hour every time. When I do a show here, it's like an hour.
Wow. Because then and for me, going to the shows farther away was like you wanted to go home because you wanted to leave because you had that longer thing,
right.
but you want to stay because you need
network
to network
right.
and just be like people see that you're supporting and whatnot.
Right. And I was that's what my goal is. Like I'm gonna be everywhere this year.
That's
I haven't.
It helps
a lot. I was
Yeah.
gone for 2 years in North Carolina, so
Oh, cool.
now that I'm back, I'm planning on just being in Pittsburgh for every show.
Now, were you working on like your scene down there, or was it just
No, because I lived in an even tinier. I lived in a town called Belhaven. There were like 1,200 people total, but you saw like 200 people total, and it was like a old fishing town, really old. Okay. Like, you know, like the credit card things that you swipe when you charge things, that how regular they are. Still like that's new to them, like a credit card. Wow. So it was like traveling back in time. People like kept tabs, like, oh, just put it on my tab at like the grocery store. So yeah.
Wow.
So no, I did not get involved in a hip hop scene there.
Wow, that's so cool. I mean, they do.
I would love to go back to.
I need to go. I think we need to go visit the South. Yeah, we haven't done a lot of traveling in the South much at all.
It's a really beautiful town.
Beaches, but that's about it.
It's all surrounded by water. There's dolphins. You can see dolphins and stuff.
Oh wow,
it's really cool.
Is it North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Eastern North Carolina.
It's even closer.
Even closer than South Carolina. Than the other one. Than the other.
That's the closer of the two.
So have you been doing a lot? You've been doing a lot of shows this year in Pittsburgh. How many would you say?
No, I moved back from North Carolina at the end of June. So
wow.
basically,
So you haven't been here much that long.
So I've been just trying to get as much new music created, and then now that I have a decent amount, I'm still actually working on other stuff, but I'm gonna try and do as many shows as possible now.
Well, my question is, how the hell did you find us?
Are you one
of the 30 strong?
Yeah, I am.
He is one of the. He is 30 strong.
30 strong.
Through Facebook. First I found JP through. I did a show with Worthwhile, and I don't remember where it was or when it was, but I did a show at this place in Pittsburgh where you basically had to like go upstairs into this random little room, and you performed there.
The Smiling Moose?
No, it might have been Levels.
Levels is what it was, yeah. And you performed there, and you did. I actually really liked it. It was talking about It All Goes Down.
All Falls Down.
Yeah.
I should have just said it before you even mentioned it.
Yeah, so I heard that was the song that you performed when I was there. It was a while ago, and so then I linked up with you through Facebook, and then that's just kind of how I found out.
Oh wow! You know what? It rings a bell, and you've always been Lewis Cole on Facebook. Yeah, I do probably remember that. Yeah, and I do remember that your name I remember from being on a flyer. I think from a show that now it's starting to come back to me. It's ringing bells. Because I've been aware of you a lot recently. I think just because we've interacted with each other more online.
Good. Yeah.
And that's how I've seen you. I've noticed you a lot more lately. And now I see your posts now because of just talking to each other. Because now when you have so many fucking friends, man, you don't see anybody's shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, not real friends.
Right. It is. It's like they only give you now. Facebook didn't used to be like this, but now they really only feed you like who you talk to.
Yeah, exactly. Who you talk to. Yeah. That's exactly who it is.
I kind of like that sometimes. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's hard to discuss.
It does suck when you're trying to market and stuff.
Yeah, it sucks for people that are trying to market.
Yeah, you know what they'll do then? You pay them for that sponsor.
The boost.
And all that does is just show it to every one of your other friends that don't get your feed usually.
But paying does. I actually did pay for a little bit.
It helps. It's not that expensive.
No, it's super cheap. I paid $2 a day for like 15 days, and I got like 75 likes on my music page, which isn't a lot.
No, 75 is definitely a lot for. Yeah, that's a lot for.
Yeah,
that's
you
definitely
run that
good
for a year, and
right?
That's like hundreds.
Exactly.
It could be 1,000. Yeah, it could be 1,000.
Hey, you want to do me a favor and just tap that?
That's what I was
thinking about doing, just to make sure. Oh, you knocked over your water. Oh. Yeah,
Are we still going?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Still going strong?
Yep, I'm still strong.
Water down?
Yeah, I just spilled water on some things. Keep on doing.
Okay, and all right, so you started 11 years. So you started when you were like 13
years old, and I started rapping when I was 14, and then didn't really get serious about it until I was like 18 or 19.
Okay.
Then some things happened where I actually got to do some cool things, and then I really started to take it legitimately.
All right. Well, then my next question is, what was your craziest rap experience? What was your crazy experience being in this industry?
The craziest rap experience would be, honestly, to this day, it would be the first show I ever did at the Shadow Lounge. Just because. Nothing crazy happened, but I just it was my first show, and I was really young, and my parents were there, and like the first word out of the first opener was like fuck, and my dad was like, I remember feeling so awkward because my dad and my mom were there, and then I just like blacked out for my show. Like they told me I performed, but I don't remember anything about the show. Like I remember nothing about the show, but they were like, no, yeah, you performed everything. I don't remember. I just remember getting on the stage and then getting off the stage. That's all I remember.
What did you? So were you like just like excited and nervous and all that stuff
I was
together?
just like really, really nervous. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, in your blacked out state, were you the hypest motherfucker on the stage?
That's what they tell me, but I have no idea. I really have no idea.
Wow.
I can't vouch for that because
he has no recollection.
No memory of it.
So it's like Wolverine's berserker mode.
Yeah, you just lose it.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's honestly the best way.
Favorite comic character.
Wolverine?
Not to be cliche, I know Wolverine's really popular.
No, that's
Iron
solid.
Man's
It's solid.
mine,
Wow,
and
really?
Yeah.
I thought better of you.
Iron Man and Deadpool are my two favorites.
I used to
Deadpool's
make my
cool.
mom tape paper cloths to my hand.
That is
Right.
awesome.
Sounds like a
Well, and the '90s cartoon, man.
the greatest.
He was
Nothing
the best
beats it.
one. He was the
Nothing
best
beats it.
character. He was the best
Yeah.
character on the show.
For sure.
Yeah, bub. Yeah, everything I know. That's the thing is like all those cartoons from the '90s is like shaped
My existence.
my perception of all of those characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like it's not. I didn't read all those comics, and I didn't read the old comics, and I didn't read the new comics.
Yeah,
like I just know it from the shows and the movies,
Yeah.
and or the cartoon movies or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the '90s. '90s is what did it for me.
Yeah.
Wolverine is the shit.
Yes, it is.
So are you involved with like a crew or anything now? Or are you just riding by yourself?
I am involved with a
You're
crew.
riding dirty?
I am riding dirty with a crew. And it's just me. It's kind of a hard answer to. It's basically me and my buddy. I call him Bricks because that's what he used to go by. Now he goes by Nick Lewis, which is his first and middle name. But he moved out to California now, so we're both kind of doing our solo thing and working on our duo stuff when we have a chance. But we started together, so we're still in it together. And then I have like a buddy who does the photography and the videography, but he moved out. He just moved to Vegas. So yeah, basically right now it's just me, but there's always like the Kings, and the Goonies is like a bigger outlet of the Kings.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's more or less just friends who support me and are around me when I'm doing stuff like that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that if his name was Bricks, that he would know what to do with it? Do you get the reference?
I do.
If someone put that brick in his face,
I don't.
I don't.
get the
It's
reference.
a line is
it's
from.
a Stitches.
It's
Stitches song.
Yeah, but I don't
Stitches.
get why
I
you were.
only know-
I didn't get the connection to what he was saying.
His name
That's
was
what I
Bricks.
didn't
His
understand.
name- his friend's name was Bricks.
I
okay.
only know who
Okay.
that is from you guys, but
I put that brick in your face.
He's
Now what you gonna
fucking
do with
obsessed with it. You probably should check it out. We'll have to show you it afterwards because it's pretty
Stitches
fucking
is
obscene.
crazy. Did
No.
you see the Tyga diss track he put out the other day? It's hysterical. It's all talking about how they fuck Kylie Jenner and nutted on her face, and Tyga's a bitch. It's really funny.
He's a trap rapper, and his delivery is he screams.
okay.
So it's like, and he's white, and he
I'm-
has all his
and he's-
tattoos on his face, like Stitches
I'm
tattooed
really
on his
picky
face.
with the music I listen to, so I don't know if I would like it, but I
No,
might.
I don't like it because
yeah,
it's
I might
good.
respect
I
it.
like it because it's
But-
shock.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Okay.
Because the dude's 19 years old. And
Wow.
he looks and sounds like a
30-year-old man.
And he's
He looks like he
mind-bogglingly
just
intimidating.
kicked my ass. Like I don't know what it is.
Well,
This 18-year-old punk.
To answer your question, no, he would not know because he is. We are both like, for the record, for me right now, I'm stating I am from the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs, so I will never ever front like I am from anywhere other than the burbs.
So you've never had that.
Oh yeah,
You've never had-
we're
yeah,
burb
Burbanites.
kids. We're
And-
Burbanites.
and as was my buddy Bricks, who now goes by he changed it and started going by Nick Lewis or Nicky Lou because Bricks was a little bit too hard of a name.
Yeah,
But when we
yeah.
were 14,
It was just that's what you're into.
I mean, when you're
That's what
14,
into.
Slim Jesus doesn't seem like a bad name.
Right.
Yeah, Slim. Exactly, Slim Jesus. That's somebody that we didn't think to talk
gosh, no.
about.
I love that the explanation of why that there's a disclaimer in the beginning of that video that says all the guns are props.
Yeah.
And Slim Jesus' response, like, we had to put that so the cops wouldn't be on us.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like, no, but it's just like, it's like if he was really hard, he would have just did it anyway.
Yeah, he would not have cared.
He would have put a disclaimer.
Like Chief Keef.
Like a pussy.
It's probably because he didn't want to go to jail. His mom didn't want him to get in trouble.
Apparently he's 18, but he looks like he's 14.
Yeah, he looks like well, I feel like the older you get, the younger 18-year-olds start to look.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
They look
That's
like
very
babies.
true. They do
now.
look like babies now.
And when I'm 18, I feel like I'm a grown ass fucking man. And
I thought I was an adult and I had I peaked in life. Like I thought.
Yeah, this is it, baby. This is it.
I know everything.
Yep. Nope. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. I was an 18-year-old dumbass. When I saw a flyer for your profile picture, are you like involved in a show?
You're
throwing something?
That is a project. That's a project that I'm working on. I'm working on my own solo project, but in the meantime, I have put together 4 or 5 tracks featuring some of my favorite artists that I was able to work with.
Yeah.
Through nothing other than just paying them. I'm not going to act like I know them. I pay people some of my favorite artists for features, and I have like 4 or 5 tracks with one of them with Mikey Rocks from the Cool Kids.
Wow.
One of them from with XV, who
Vizzy, bro.
Yeah,
Vizzy Zone, bro.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
How much did I mean, you don't have to tell
No,
him.
I don't care at all. He was actually really cool.
I was debating on hitting him up.
He was only $500. Yeah.
What happened to him? What's he doing?
No, here's the thing, though. He'll charge more. I shouldn't even say that. He'll charge more because of what he actually should be charging.
Yeah, he's worth more
his
than that.
his manager, who he's not cool with anymore. I hope he doesn't get. I'm like kind of cool, like.
Yeah, you don't. Feel free not to tell us everything. I mean, nobody watches
now I have
this.
to explain.
Nobody watches this.
But
they're 30 strong.
All right,
come on.
His now ex-manager was stealing from him, and I had only contact with his then manager, and he took my money. It was more than that. It was I think it was like $1,500 or something like that. And he took my money, and I never heard from him. Never heard my feature. So I hit up XV on Twitter, and he was really cool about it. He was like, "Well, what's your email? I'll talk to you." And he found out. He's like, "Dude, that manager never told me about anything. I'm just now finding out this dude's a snake." Blah blah blah. So he went through this huge thing, and he got me my money back, and he only charged me that much.
Well, then he just did you a favor. Yeah.
So
he's a really
cool.
good guy, man. He's a really good guy.
He is.
There's something about him you just tell.
And then I don't know. The only other feature on it would be King Mez, who is not blowing up yet, but he's on.
I've heard.
He's on Dr. Dre's album. He made it on there 3 times.
I've heard.
Which is really
of him.
cool because I found him because he's from North Carolina. So I found him just when I was looking for North Carolina rappers to work with, and now it's cool to see him. He wrote the majority of that album with Dr. Dre, and he's on it 3 times. So it's cool because I'm gonna have
the Compton album.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he's like because Dr. Dre always has a ghostwriter on every one of his projects. So it must be this guy.
His position was he got hooked up through North Carolina like OG to go write for him, and then he liked them so much that he put him on 3 of his tracks. So he's on the album and he wrote for the album. So I have 2 songs with him, a song with Mikey Rocks and a song with XV. And maybe Nicholas F. I have a song with Nicholas F.
I know him too, but he probably goes right for Drake.
I love Nicholas F. He did, for sure.
For comeback season.
But the song I have with him is a little old, so I don't know if I'm going to put it on there. Everything else is new.
Oh, you know your shit, man. You know your shit.
Yeah,
you're ahead.
Yes.
You're an underground man.
For sure.
Because, man, wow. XV, man. Kansas. He's from fucking
Wichita.
Kansas.
Yep.
I thought he was gonna make him. He was part of that wave.
He's got a big thing planned right now. Like
I hope, man.
He's cool enough to text me when he doesn't have to. So I text him and ask him for advice and stuff like that. And he's got a huge thing planned. So I think right now, he's gonna blow up again and stay blown up soon.
Because he was with the same wave with Cuddy and all the nerd rap wave that happened in 10, 09, 10.
Yep.
Man, Wiz got on that wave. There was a talented group of guys.
Even Wale was on that.
Wale was on that wave. Cuddy was on that wave. Asher Roth.
Yep.
Who is way good.
Asher Roth is dope.
Me and Joel just were talking about him earlier. Bars Blackman were talking about him earlier.
He gets no credit.
I was just listening to Greenhouse Effect Volume 1 again.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic
amazing. My favorite one is the one that I can't even... what is it? I can't think
Seared
of it.
Foie Gras.
Well, see, that's my second. My favorite is Paps and Jazz.
Actually. Oh, yeah, Paps and Jazz.
But my second one, who actually, I don't know if you guys know, have you ever heard of Hassani Quest?
Yeah,
He's on Paps and Jazz.
Yeah,
he's on the first track, actually titled Paps and Jazz. I've worked with him, too.
Dude.
He's really, really dope.
That's a
But-
great fucking mixtape.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow, awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really, really fucking cool. But yeah, that whole nerd rap wave, that's what got me in bars to start. I honestly didn't start rapping. I was in bands. I sang. I did like chorus and shit because I wanted to do music wherever I could, and my family wasn't really into it. And I didn't start rapping until like 08, 09, and it was because of like all these guys that were coming out of left field,
Making
like
it cool to be just you.
different to
Yeah.
be you, like, because I was into like Linkin Park, and I was into things that were like that mixed thing, like
Right.
Sublime, or like things that were hip hoppy but also had like Beck or whatever.
Right.
They had other things involved. And I felt like this was what was happening.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi or whatever. Like they all.
Kid Cudi live is awesome, by the way.
Oh, man.
I saw him live.
I've never seen him,
in
but
Ohio.
I can only
saw
imagine.
him and Asher Roth
Oh, wow.
perform together. It was really cool.
Wow. Yeah, they that was a good time, man. That was a good time to be a fan.
Yeah.
That's what got me. It turned me into a rap.
The cool kids
head.
are who changed how I rap.
Yeah.
Before I was just imitating whoever like was big at the time.
Yeah.
And then when the cool kids came out, I was like, wow.
I hear it now that you mentioned that, and your flow, like,
Yeah.
guys out, because we were listening to some of your shit, and you have like a slower flow,
Yeah.
but it's like all deliberately, like, wow.
Yeah, they're my favorite for sure.
Put that together there. That's cool. I had no idea. I had no idea that anyone knew who Vizzy was besides me and
man.
Bars Blackman.
I love them.
That's who Bars reminds me of. Like, that's who his style reminds me of, is like a XV. That's because he's like a nerdy dude too, and that's what his bars are about, goofy shit.
Yeah.
And, oh man,
That's cool.
you just blew my mind. I don't even. I lost my whole train of questioning now. So what are you doing now? What are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on that. I have one more song I got to create for it, and then other than that, I'm working on my solo project called the Acorn Project, and that is gonna be like I've been working on it for a while, and I'm putting a lot of time and a lot of money into it, and trying to make that like my first actual real project. But in the meantime, I want to put out the one called Familiar Company with XV and all them,
Yeah.
and do as many shows as I possibly can. I want to be everywhere, so that the only reason for people to not know who I am is because they don't care about hip hop, basically.
Yeah,
I just wanna be
exactly.
everywhere.
If they're into it, then they need to know who you are.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely the good plan of attack. How did you? Oh, I remember what I wanted to ask you. How did you get involved into the Pittsburgh scene? Like, who was your liaison? Because we all had our in.
Yeah.
I won't ever say who mine was.
You're in?
Yep.
Isn't it my in?
No, it's not your in. Your in's me.
That's a that's a really good question. I don't even know if I can answer that.
Because if you were doing shows back then, like with at levels, like that was fucking 4 years, like 3 or 4 years
it was a long
ago.
time ago. I think it honestly might have been Tim Beckham. I don't know for
Wow.
sure. I don't know for sure, but
See that?
yes, you know what it is. I know what it was.
He's a good
I know
guy.
what it was. It was. He is a good guy.
He is a
really
good guy. He's a good guy. As much as I would talk, I don't know if you saw the episode. I talked a bit of shit about his music, but
I did see it.
He is a good
You
guy.
actually mentioned Who Needs a Rapper, which I'm on, by the way. But
oh,
but
you did.
Wait, what?
Too many rappers? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Too many rappers, not enough MC.
That you're on that
I'm
song?
I'm the second verse on that song.
I had no
I've
idea.
only seen the live. I saw him.
I've seen him perform it. That's what I mean. I've seen him
Oh, well,
perform
if you
it.
watch the music video,
I've seen
I'm
the
on it.
video.
I
Yeah, I've
didn't
seen the
know-
video.
I didn't know there was a video. To be
But
honest.
who-
I've seen the video.
But who put me on actually would be Tim Beckham, because I watched a
Awkward moment.
Wiz Khalifa video, and it said shot by Jordan Beckham or
Yeah.
Beckham, and so I hit up Beckham and I did a music video with Beckham, and then I met Tim through Beckham.
There you
that's how it
go.
happened.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how
Wow.
it
Yeah, there it is. The Beckhams are making connections all over the place.
Yeah.
They're good people.
I don't know. I only know Tim.
I know Jordan and
I
Tim, and
barely know.
I can
both
speak.
of them.
I like both of them a lot.
Jordan was doing a lot of shit when I first started, and then now
Yeah, Jordan
he
was
has
a
been
big
around
name,
a lot.
and now I don't hear his name.
Because
around
Corey
so much.
Corey does what he does. Like,
Yeah.
he did the same
So
thing.
he was like, he was like a competition thing. But like, at the time, like when I first started,
Well, you were
we
nobody.
we weren't competition at all because he was charging $1,500 a video.
And he had awesome
And
shit.
and he had awesome shit, and I was charging like $150 a video,
Right,
you know, like
right.
just like
Well,
take what I can get.
I can't afford him. I mean, I don't work with him because I can't afford him.
Yeah.
I
Now-
did once when I had another buddy to split it with me. but-
Yeah.
Well, there's
There's
like a pattern of things where like, man, I'm not dissing anybody, but like when it's antics, when it's him as his partner together, it's like their work is great. But a lot of stuff I've seen where it's hit just Jordan solo stuff, it's like nothing to write home about. It's like,
I mean, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. But
I've
it's
never
not
seen
as good as
anything-
whenever it's him and them together.
Right.
Like, all of Tim's stuff is usually just Jordan. And there's a couple other things that are just Jordan. Actually, TK showed me some stuff last night. That was that was Dan Folger. Dan Folger, I didn't know even shot music videos. Well, he used to before the whole Wiz thing. And there's like they're good, but I don't understand like why people
1,500
like suck their dicks.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when I started and Brandon Doll's giving out $100 videos.
$100 blowjobs.
I wish that would be great because I want to bump videos out like mad. I want
Yeah.
to have a video
Yeah.
for every song.
Well,
Yeah, I just met with a client last night. That's exactly what he wants to do. He wants
Yeah.
to put so many videos out, and so we
Yeah,
just talked about.
I want people to see my
pricing and
face.
everything.
that's what all people want. You need to work like packages
Yep.
or like
Yeah. Well,
um
that's what we did last night.
or subscription or like some like
I'll
like
pull an
let
Adobe Creative Cloud on these motherfuckers.
yeah like let me just you be my not personal guy, but I guess that it means like it takes you away from other jobs.
Well, if the money's consistent. That's like the one thing in the freelance game that every freelancer will agree with me is all we want is consistency.
Right.
That's it, and that is so fucking impossible.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
say
You
it.
get it in the biggest
hard
way.
to
Well, no,
do.
this is the thing. Like, I would rather have it if I got like average money consistently. I would rather have that than the droughts of being poor and then the fucking spontaneous bits of being rich.
Yeah.
I hate it because if you're like me, I'm terrible with my money.
You're terrible, blows it
and
all.
I'll blow it all.
Gotta
on
budget
stupid
that,
shit.
man.
He'll buy
I'm
everyone
terrible, too.
he'll
My
buy
wife-
everyone at the bar a
My
drink.
wife is like
Yeah,
a perfectionist with that.
When I have massive amounts of money, I like to take everyone around me out and spend all my money on everyone else around me.
Yep.
Because I like to make sure.
Except for me. Don't
I like to
spend any
make sure
fucking
everyone's
money on
living
me.
as high as I am at the
Right,
time.
right.
Not
And
me,
then a week later, I'm broke. And
You like to run through the six with your woes.
Yeah,
Basically.
I like to run
Basically.
through these hoes with my six.
That's a good one. Wow, that's a good one. But he said woes, not hoes.
I know.
But that's
Got it.
good. That was clever. That's clever. I'm just making sure you knew.
Maybe.
Making sure you're not trying to run through your woes with your six. I'm just clarifying that whole phrase.
through my hose.
Oh,
We're all about double checking here at the Pit Bros.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We don't want to make mistakes
Because
because
I-
then Corey's wrong.
Because I'm always wrong, apparently.
Yeah.
We got into an argument on the phone about me being wrong yesterday, and we didn't even. Neither of us checked whether I was wrong or right. It was
What
whether
was it?
Metal Gear Solid 5 runs at 60 frames a second on PS4. I said no, it runs 30 frames per second.
Oh no! And now this could be my first wrong if we do it right now. I'm gonna do it.
Well, yeah,
Keep
fuck
talking.
Yeah.
Keep it running.
So, all right. Well, but before we get into that, we're
I
saving.
actually would guess that it is that I would side with JP actually.
that it's 60 frames
Yeah.
on console.
I think it is.
It's too beautiful to be 60 frames on console. I'm playing it in 60 frames on PC right now, and it's way different looking. Well, then again,
All right,
the
let's see
graphics
this
are way
forum. This forum post. E3 demo, 60 frames a second.
higher. 1080p 60 frames.
That's what that's fucking said. Hold on.
because it's only running
loading.
900p on Xbox One.
The fifth entry in the humming to chumming now. Okay.
It's a forum. You got to look through all the posts because it could just be people arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, this is old. This is from 7 months ago, but they were talking about it in a rumor.
Rumor, exactly. Not confirmed.
Hold on. That was from 8 months ago.
As of now, it's in the non-confirmed status.
Okay, resolution and FPS revealed for PS4. Okay, Ground Zeroes on the Xbox One was relegated to 720 and 6 PS, but that's
It's
60
frames.
PS. Just fucking say what it is. Xbox One version at 900p and 60 frames per
Oh
second.
man, you're right.
PS4 version of the game. I'm fucking right, and I told you. Why don't you just ever believe me? Why do you fight me on
Because
everything?
it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? So you're upset that it does better? You're
I'm
mad?
proud of that.
No, you're
I'm
mad.
proud the little
because you don't even
PS4 can
have
do
one
that.
anymore.
But I
You're a
play
PC master race.
I have the PC.
You're just
How do
trying
you
to throw
play games on a PC? I'm not
with an Xbox
I'm
controller.
not trying to like. I mean, like I have friends that do it. I just don't understand it.
I just do it through Steam, and then Steam has full controller support.
Yeah, Steam's basically the same thing like having a console, and
And so
then
you
if you
just-
have a contror, then it's
Yeah,
then
so
it
I
is
use,
the
I use
same
the
thing.
Xbox 360 controller and
Okay.
play my games with. But the nice thing about it is PC gets way better graphics.
Yeah, it's the
and higher
best.
frame rates. So like me, when I was running Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes at max settings, everything's at high quality, and it is just. It's crazy how noticeably different it is from consoles. It's just like that much better.
It did look pretty good on Ian's F's 4K TV.
Yeah, but if it's a 4K TV, but it upscales the 1080 to 4K. But it did look very good. So I can't wait to get Phantom Pain on my PC running at max settings in like 2.5K. And just blow everything out of the water.
I don't know, man.
Corey's
Because
he's a
you-
graphics
when
whore.
you buy it,
I am
He's a graphics whore.
when
That's
you,
all I care
I
about.
do love graphics.
I don't
but,
care
like,
about anything else but graphics. Fuck frame rate. I'll take 24 frames a second as long as the graphics are mind blowing.
So like when you like, I don't even know. I know so little about computer gaming, but like, do you get like, do you go to a store and like buy it in like a?
Yeah, you download off Steam.
So you don't get to like do that. You don't get like the hard copy. You don't get to open
Occasionally,
it
like
and smell.
Yeah,
Walmart sells Battlefield Hardline on
Corey
PC.
would call us an old man for saying something like that. He
No,
yells
I
at
like physical copies.
You know what I like to do?
You can just sell them later.
Bullshit. You know what you talk shit on me for all the time is buying CDs at the exchange
yeah, I
for like
do.
$5.
Yeah,
So
they're like $5.
$5.
The $5 for I can buy a
physical
CD
copies
for
of
$5.
games.
It's
But I
a
don't
great
like
feeling though
physical
when you like
media.
you gotta like,
Like-
scrape the you gotta get the thing off and you gotta open it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Smell the fresh
It's like
CD.
opening a pack of Pokemon cards.
Yes.
That smell.
Yeah.
Oh god. I wish I had one right now.
Oh man. All right. Well, seeing as we're talking about Metal Gear, we might as well jump into the next
Right into
one.
Metal Gear.
Well, all right. We don't want to spoil it because he hasn't played.
Yeah, I have
He
not.
hasn't played it yet.
I spoiled it for myself today, and I'm upset about it.
Please don't ruin it for me.
Yeah,
because
you
I,
haven't even played it yet.
I-
I'm the only one who has.
I do really want to play it.
You said you
because-
played Ground Zeroes though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played all of them, but yeah.
So you're a big fan of the
huge fan.
series.
It's my favorite.
Same here. All-time favorite.
Yeah, favorite series.
Storyline, man, is
ever. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
ridiculous.
Yep.
I can't
Convoluted
handle
is
it.
all hell, but there's something about it. I'm like really, I like went to school for politics, and I'm like really into all that shit. Like, so it's just like I don't know. I had classes, and I would bring up things that happened in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Like I talked about like the war changing in my
Hideo
philosophy
Kojima
class.
says-
And talking about like the private military companies and people aren't going to be fighting for countries. They're going to be corporations. Are going
Yep.
to have their own armies and they're going to be able to do whatever they want. It's going to be capitalism. And I was like,
Did anybody call you on? Did your teachers like?
No.
Son, that's Metal Gear.
no, they didn't. Kojima, I basically plagiarized Kojima's plots and sounded so fucking smart in a class. And
That's great.
oh man,
I mean, corporations will be running the world soon.
I mean, I hope not.
Oh,
I
it's
hope.
gonna- I hope not
already
too.
I hope. That's why I'm a full-on socialist. No, I'm not.
It's
I'm not.
it's gonna happen.
I
don't want it to.
It
but
could.
I don't want it to, but
I think Europe's pretty like
Europe.
Europe is like the
Europe.
the opposite though.
Europe.
Like they're more. The government has a lot more power than the
But the
corporations.
government also seems to be more about the people over there.
Yeah.
We're all about free capitalism.
I might be
so
like
we're
a
more
Debbie
about-
Downer, but I think it's just America's gonna get worse and worse and worse.
Oh, I agree.
Although, well, everyone has a peak. The Roman Empire had its peak, but the Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years. So I don't know. I mean, like, what? It could. It very well could. But people say that this is the peak of. This is the peak. Like, there's some people that say that 1995 or 99 was the peak before 9/11. But then there's people that say that this is like the best time to live ever, like versus then.
Wow.
I think. All right. I said this the other day to somebody. And I'm curious what you think. I believe that today isn't that bad, but because of the internet, we can see everything.
I believe
We have access to so much more than people had 50 years ago. They had the radio. They just had TV with the fucking 8 channels. Like they didn't get all this. They couldn't see everything happening. They can see a live stream of fucking people riding,
Right.
or whatever.
I believe that there is definitely a lot of truth to that. However, and I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it here, but I'm not going to say religion. I'm a spiritual. I'm a believer of Christ. I'm that kind of person.
Okay.
So from
no,
going,
there's nothing wrong with that.
so going through my own personal opinions and beliefs, I think the world is worse now than it ever has been.
Okay.
From that standpoint.
Yes, from the point of view of religion in general,
Yes.
even any religion, even because society has definitely become more secular, more
right,
atheist.
But
or whatever.
as far as like everything that we have now and everything, I do agree that most of it is just played up by the media because we can see it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they play on the whole cops are being targeted now, but like there's actually a lower death rate of cops now than there was 5 years.
It's all on both sides, man. It's on both sides.
Oh yeah, they play it on both sides.
Oh
sure.
yeah, it's everywhere.
Sure.
It's crazy. It's a wild world that we live in, and now that we're in an election cycle, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to talk about serious shit for the whole thing. We're already getting towards the end.
I was going to say, I swore off voting, but I think I might actually come out over time.
I'm never voting
to vote for Bernie Sanders.
ever again.
I'm gonna go.
I'll vote for like small time stuff, but I'm never voting for
presidents.
I said the same thing, but Bernie Sanders has really got me.
I'm too much of a conspiracy theorist to ever believe that our votes matter. I believe I'm like a wacko with that kind of stuff.
That's all right. Dude,
I believe
that's all right.
like I don't believe. I believe they pick who they want. And it's
yeah. See, I'm way too invested into the system, like because I've studied it, like because I had to, and I just I feel like I know too much about it, and there's too many people involved for it to be. Like
rigged,
completely rigged. Like, how does somebody not leak it? Like, like think about Edward Snowden's and stuff.
I know. You think like nobody can keep a secret. How does it not get leaked? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
It's the Patriots.
I still believe it's rigged. I believe that if somebody did happen to cheat, like not cheat, but like break through and get in, I believe they get assassinated. So
I think that it's like the Patriots. They can deflate the ball. They can fuck with your headset. I think shit like that probably happens.
Yeah.
Like extra dead people get counted for votes,
right.
or Mickey Mouse gets counted for a vote.
Right.
I think that does happen.
Yeah.
And and I think it's happened probably a lot more like in the previous, like earlier in American history,
right.
like even like the 50s or the 60s or whatever.
Back when the philosophers were.
Before the Patriots took over.
There were the philosophers.
The lolly lule low. I don't, but I think it definitely can. That stuff definitely happens. I think that people take advantage, and rules are made a certain way to discourage certain groups to be able to vote at certain times.
Yeah,
like why is it only open during the day while people work,
right.
or like
right.
it's just weird things, or like how they draw districts like for senators and shit. Like
what's it called?
Gerrymandering. They draw the lines so that it rigs a certain party to win.
Yeah.
So, because they'll like, oh, this town is very liberal, so we're gonna go around it so they can't vote in this election. There's like stuff like that runs rampant. Rampant.
So like,
it definitely is possible. I'm not somebody. I keep an open mind. I believe what I believe, and I will fight people online all day because they'll get mad about it.
Right, I love arguing on the internet.
But I like to each their own. If that's what you're in, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. That's what it's all about. Faith and whatever, not just religion, but in.
I don't like to call myself religious. I'm
spiritual.
I'm a believer of Christ. That's a follower of Christ.
Yeah, well, and that's
the church is killing
a distinct difference.
The church.
Yeah, it's because there's the religion, the structure, or there is faith.
Religious people hung Jesus Christ. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. The Pharisees
killing them.
Right.
They killed them. You got a good point. You got a point there.
I mean, he hung out with prostitutes. I don't want to. This is a podcast about not this.
Well, yeah, we got into some deep shit.
But he hung out with prostitutes, and his disciples were not stand-up people in the church. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. You're right. They weren't. They weren't. They were homeless and beggars and
fishermen out on
tax collector. Wasn't Saul a bad guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they all were pretty fucked up in their own ways,
yep.
and then they all repented.
Yep.
Speaking of people getting fucked,
yeah, Jesus.
Find people at people of Pittsburgh.
What a segue.
Getting it hard.
Is this a real site?
Is
this a real site?
PUPGH? You don't know about PUPGH?
No, I don't know.
No, it's a blog.
It's a blog.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Pittsburgh music.
It's a Pittsburgh music blog. Okay. So if you don't know, it's Jason Connor runs it.
Great guy.
Jay Connor on Facebook. If you're not friends with him on Facebook, add him.
Stand-up guy.
When you release a track.
So it's not a porn site.
No.
No.
Well, there's that second portal. When you get to the entrance.
There's the hole.
Then he does sponsor. We don't just say it for.
Yeah, he posts our podcast sometimes, and we mention him on our podcast sometimes.
Yeah,
That's cool.
everyone
That's
forgets.
cool.
Everyone
But
forgets.
if
I've
he,
only heard of Brandon BMW. That's the only one I've
it's the same idea.
That
Same
guy's
idea.
cool. I like that guy.
Yeah, same idea as Brandon BMW.
Brandon's a cool guy.
Different guy. Different site. Does the same thing. You
Okay.
you email him,
Right.
or you submit.
Yeah.
He'll post your shit on the site.
And it's
Cool.
called. I mean, POPGH stands for People of Pittsburgh Going Hard. But
You talk about
we like to
getting
say
hard.
Getting hard.
It just become this whole play on like sexual play on words.
So anytime there's anything like sex related, you always got to bring it back to People of Pittsburgh. POPGH.com.
Getting hard.
Oh,
That's
man.
great.
Get hard in Pittsburgh.
Get hard today.
Get hard in Pittsburgh.
Who's getting hard around you? And then there's just a whole like map that shows everyone. Who's
Everyone getting hard.
Everyone who's hard around.
Everyone's
you.
hard.
But really, it's not about sex. It's about like toughness. You know, like he's hard, and so
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
meter. And so everyone has a hard meter, but they're measured by like a
They
phallic
really
object.
do have a
Wait,
hard
so
meter?
it's not texture?
No. I
It's
mean,
not
like,
texture.
Like he's
How
hard
physically
in
hard
the
they are?
streets. Like he's tough.
He's hard.
Wait,
He
no,
feels hard.
so they really do. They really have like a meter.
The tough. Yeah, it's
No,
kind
he's
of like a
not.
phallic.
He's starting to
It's
troll
like,
you now.
it's like a phallic.
It's full on troll.
The bigger the phallic meter is, the harder they are.
I think it's about a 7.3 on the boner meter.
On the hard scale.
On the boner meter.
That's
On the
great.
ejaculatory scale.
Oh man! All right, I guess we could start to wrap this up.
Yeah, I don't
feel
mind. We have guests, so we can run a little longer than usual. But
Well, I said it, so let's end it.
Well, I already said it. So.
I would like to thank our guest, MrO2tha. He gave us his story. He told his tale. Tell him where you can find your links.
plug everything you have.
Plug everything I have. First of all, before I forget, thank you for having me. You can go to Twitter and put at MrO2tha. That's MrO2THA. SoundCloud /MrO2tha. Same way. You can go to Instagram /LoogieLou. LOOGYLOU. Other than that, I mean, those are my major ones right there. Facebook, I guess, but that's kind of hard to remember. It's not. It's Facebook /O2tha. O2THA.
O2.
Very hard to remember.
Yes, very
Yeah.
hard.
It's just a little bit.
Write it down.
It's a little bit shorter than the other one.
That's why it's the hardest one to remember.
It throws
Yeah.
you a curveball.
You know, I could have sworn there was a mystery.
We'll make sure we put them in the description.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
By the way-
maybe even if you
I'll put it
could
on the
throw,
screen.
yeah, you could
Yeah,
maybe
I'll put it on the
throw.
screen.
I know
Twitter
this
on
is
the screen.
ending, but I just wanted to say that I did purposely listen to New Gods, expecting for us to talk about it. We didn't
Oh
talk about
yeah, we
but
didn't
it's
talk
really,
about
really,
it at all.
It's really dope track. I like it a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
It's
we
really
didn't
dope
even
track.
talk about it at all.
I forgot that happened.
I forgot that happened today.
Well, this is released on a Thursday.
so this will be in the
happened.
future.
So-
Yeah, 2 days in
so-
the future.
So 2 days ago, Laser Jazer and Bars Blukman dropped new gads.
New goods.
New gads.
It's a dope track.
Let's go. That's cool. It's not bad. Not bad song. So yeah, I'm back. I guess I'm back.
Nor to bad sort.
Well, I would kind of just let that go under the radar, but
yeah,
maybe
or
I'm
the
back.
fact that you quit and then
Are you
further-
back?
and then
Are you
quit
back?
the song.
Are you back like you're back?
And isn't that the mystery now, isn't it? Leave him in suspense. I don't know, man. I think so.
These
Maybe.
great Laser Jays are coming back.
Maybe.
We should do a track if you're actually back.
All right. Well, then I mean, if you come on the cast,
Sold.
I
Back.
can do one verse here and there, or a song here and there, a hook and a verse. I don't mind that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and-
I'm not like, no, I can't do anything. Like, it's not like that. It's just like I'm not giving as much of a fuck about it.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Let's
okay,
do it.
deal.
Let's make it happen. You're officially a friend of the show now.
Yeah, friend of the show,
Appreciate it.
MrO2tha.
All right, O2tha, Mr. O.
That's me.
I will. Well, thank you for coming on. And thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Shout out to the 30 strong.
30 strong. Actually, we'll be 29 because he's here. But maybe
Yeah.
I will rewatch
he'll
it just to
rewatch
see
it.
myself.
Yeah, he'll
for
want to make
sure.
sure he didn't have any gaffes.
Well,
Right,
all right.
right.
It's time that we all just stop lying to the audience. We watch it ourselves too. So it's,
Yeah,
strong.
it's probably like 25, 28 strong.
Yeah, it's not. The secrets have been revealed.
Sorry.
No. All I know is that one day when this is all said and done, I'll be Dougie in with Jesus in heaven.
Yeah, well, teaching Jesus how to Dougie.
Let's try and make this like the Breakfast Club, though. We can make this big.
That's true. We could.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could start out here, and you can remember talking about
It could start with the Douglas.
Yeah, the
It could
Douglas.
Go on to the breakfast.
Yeah, we need to make a Douglas. Teach me how to Douglas.
It'll start with the Douglas and end with Molly Ringwald.
He's talking about the.
No, I know what it is.
Are you sure? Are
I
you
know
familiar
what
with
it
that
is.
hip hop
Yes.
show
Yes.
called The Breakfast
Yes.
Club?
I watch
Yes.
every episode.
Damon Wayans was just on it. And he got,
Yep. Yeah, he was.
bitched at about.
That's the one with Rosenberg. Is that the one with Rosenberg?
Bill Cosby's Unrapeable.
No.
What's the one I'm thinking of? Hot 97.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Yeah.
it is Hot 97. It's an extension of that. But Rosenberg has his own thing, I think.
Did he used to be with The Breakfast Club? Who's on The Breakfast Club?
Breakfast Club is DJ MV, Angela Lee, and Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club.
All right, no, different show.
Yeah.
I like the one with Rosenberg and the other guy. I can't remember what the fuck their names are. You're freaking me out. I'm done. This is over.
All right.
Cut!